People are saying when it comes to everyone that we're talking about, it's all tied down and back to Drake, right? They need Drake. People are saying the industry needs Drake. When it comes to Pusha T, his biggest moments of his career was the Drake issue, right? Meek Mill as well, right? Especially even after they ended their beef. His biggest song, most streamed to this day, even I think bigger than Dreams and Nightmares, is a song with Drake after their whole beef.
That's a fact.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I think it was Going Bad?
Yep.
Going Bad on off Championships. Big record, right? And then prior to that, his biggest song was Rico. But then that was like a beef, whatever, blah, blah. He was like, he was dissing me on the song the whole time. The whole thing, you know, so Drake does that. He disses people the whole time, you know, you never know, right? And then connect everyone else, right? This album, you can say, there's a lot of things, we gotta be honest. Kendrick Lamar's last album, niggas was not rocking with it like that.
That's a fact.
We have to be honest.
That's
if you
a
weren't a
fact.
Kendrick Lamar fan,
That's a fact. The only one who was arguing that was Nwango.
Wongo loved it. You know what I'm saying? Or you say he wasn't? Or was he on?
He was the only one defending
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But Wongo's like a Kendrick Lamar fan, right?
Yeah.
So who was
No, I'm a
defending it?
Kendrick Lamar
Like
fan,
real deal
but
Kendrick Lamar
I
fans
just
were
didn't think it was
standing by
good.
it. Like
I wasn't.
I'm not saying that.
Tyler
I didn't
Creator
like
was
that.
standing by it. Like he was like tweeting about it. So this like since last year for years he kept like championing that album. Charlamagne the God, right? We know why also because like he's team. If he's picking a team, he's team Kendrick, especially over Drake. But he was like to this day he's like he thinks it's like the most important album in hip hop history. He said. I was like, what?
For me personally, like I think what I love about Kendrick is he does like a 3-1 situation. This is my take. Like he'll make 2 albums for his fans and then he'll make 1 album for himself. And I think the new one that came out, that was like, yo, this is a for me type of thing. I'm giving it to y'all. Take what you want from it. And then
I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? So I think when it comes to that, I was a fan of it because I knew that album was just about that album was about nothing more about his personal growth and where he is with his life. And sometimes niggas don't give a fuck about all that because they're like, yo, Kendrick, we want X, Y, and Z. And then sometimes he's like, yo, I don't care. This is about me. Compared to other artists like Future or Drake, they're gonna give the people what they want to hear. Drake is like, I'm gonna give the people what they want to hear, but I'm gonna do it my way. And since I'm Drake, you either gonna adapt and understand our shift culture and whatever I say fucking goes, so you're gonna like it anyways.
Yeah.
Or you'll just fucking hate me, which is cool too.
Yeah.
I mean, Drake says it himself. He said, "I'll drop a banger, and years later they'll call it a classic."
Yeah.
Shit like that.
And to build on to what you were saying about the industry needs Drake, I feel like they absolutely do because Drake shifts culture. We don't have a lot of artists right now that shift culture.
Yeah.
We have Ye, we have Drake, we got Kendrick, and does Cole shift culture to you guys?
No.
J. Cole?
That no was too confident, bro.
No.
So I
think he does. So it depends like in what parameter.
What are we talking about, bro? When has Cole ever changed his sound? Cole had his own sound that people try to adopt. Cole had his own sound that people try to adapt.
There's so many rappers that people you can just be like,
Travis
you're trying to that's a direct influence.
You're trying to rap like J. Cole. Are they successful?
Well, they're not J. Cole. It can't be J. Cole. J. Cole's the
because there's only one that he got away with it.
Nigga, you can even argue that J. Cole is the most lyrical rapper of all time that bitches like. What other lyrical rapper do bitches like?
Okay.
J. Cole.
So let me say this.
His biggest fan base is probably girls.
Yeah, but let me say this.
That's you don't see that ever happen. You can say Drake, yes, Drake is lyrical, but J. Cole's pure lyrical.
That's mainly because he was a storyteller.
He was a storyteller. He told very emotional, personal stories. Here's my thing. What are we calling culture shifting?
So for me, I'll explain that. For me, culture shifting is when I put something out, the world stops. When I put something out, I dictate how things move forward in the sense of sound, in the sense of style, in the sense of like how people perceive they need to move, like moving going forward. And when this person drops, everybody's talking about it.
Okay,
J. Cole does that, bro.
So let me say this. Let me acknowledge it one-on-one. So Drake, I don't think that applies to Drake. That's me personally. I think Drake introduces us to existing sounds that are picking up steams in certain regions of the country. I think Drake did it with Atlanta.
He solidifies the sound?
Yes. I think he did it with Migos. That's why people say, well, the industry needs Drake. I think, yes, we need Drake to introduce us. He introduced the mainstream to certain sounds. But I'm never going to say Drake got up one day and made a sound on his own that everyone adopted. Hell no, I can't even find it. Good luck. It doesn't exist. He's always taken other people's sounds that exist and made them hot put him in the mainstream, and I respect him for that, and that's important because it takes an ear to hear something and say, yo, this could blow up and be like on some real shit. What he did with the Migos, what he did with Party, what he did with The Weeknd.
The UK sound.
The UK sound. Now, when it comes to Kendrick, do I think Kendrick shifts culture? No. What has Kendrick's music shifted the music, the sound? Maybe in the West Coast.
There's been
I'm not going to
impact.
speak on the West Coast.
There's been impact.
But
I think all three shift the culture.
I'm talking about shift music.
Yeah.
Shifting music.
Because think about how
The sound.
Think about how serious music got and shit like that when he dropped the Control verse.
That I'll give him. But I'm talking about when
deal.
Kendrick made a song, because Pimp the Butterfly, no one took that jazz shit and ran with it.
Bro, they made a whole class about it.
They did. But
But
did
not
the
right away,
art-
not right away.
Yeah,
Right,
not
and did the
right away,
artists
but-
take it? No. Okay, J. Cole. I'll give you that J. Cole impacts certain demographics. I'll give you that J. Cole has inspired a young generation of rappers. But to say that J. Cole like had the impact that someone like Party Next Door did on music, the impact that Kanye West had on music,
Maybe
the
not
impact
on
that
music
50 Cent-
overall.
That's what I mean. That's what I call
The impact is there though.
Yeah. But I mean impact on music. That's what I mean. When you shift
That's
culture,
fair.
I'm talking you're shifting the music.
Because we're not gonna act like J. Cole dropping all these features and these freestyles in the past couple years haven't made niggas like want rap. Like that's what makes people
Hell
call
yeah.
out
No, yeah, I
the
agree.
bullshit.
Hell yeah.
I agree.
Like all the
Yeah.
shit we've been hearing, this vlogs and shit that we've been covering in here, we're like, yo, like that's that's what people want. Like
Yeah.
everyone's talking about it, like they want that. Like
Yeah,
he's
I
making
agree.
niggas want to rap again.
Yeah.
I
So we got to
understand
give
your
him
definition.
that.
Yeah.
And even with Drake, the new J. Cole, not J. Cole, the new Big Sean's been dropping. Everyone's saying he sounds like Drake. Who's the number one? What's the number one hip hop song right now in the charts? Jack Harlow. Who do people say Jack Harlow sounds like? Drake.
But Drake sounds like these New York niggas.
Stop.
On that album, he does.
What album? I'm not talking about album. I'm talking about in general. Because you're saying in
Yeah.
general. I'm saying like
I
niggas.
feel like-
there's a lot of Drake mini-me's. We can't say that
Yeah.
there's not.
And
Jack
also-
Harlow's one of them.
Another thing I should have said,
he's
shifting the
white.
culture also
Like him.
means are people following your formula. And I think when it comes to Drake has created a formula that a lot of people either follow or copy. Like you said, Jack Harlow's.
But didn't
like
we
that-
just
Go ahead.
my bad? But didn't we just argue the fact that he picks up on them flows and like mainstreams them though?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like if he doesn't like it, we have to give credit to where it's due because like bro was saying, it takes an ear to understand and find that talent and then be like, yo, this is gonna be next, and I'm gonna be the one who make it next. And we learned that he's been doing that for so long.
Yeah.
That like, bro, we go back to the McCone intake. Like he's been doing that since what? That was 2016, 2017 when he hopped on.
He did it before that with Migos.
Before that with Migos, but the cool thing about the McConing thing that I will always give Drake is that sound was so ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It was not gonna be as big as it was if Drake didn't do that.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So like I gotta
agree.
give it credit to what it's due. That's why I feel like Drake shifts culture because he's a visionary when it comes to the music. But
Yeah.
there are also like the Ye's and the Travises who are visionaries in the sense of they just shift music, whatever. When they drop something, that's where we're gonna follow it. They don't give a fuck if we're ahead of its time or where it's at or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like to this day, Yeezus is my favorite Ye album, and I think that is like
It changed the culture.
bro, that was like the greatest culture change.
Yeah.
I feel like of our generation.
I can even put X on that list.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, hell
And
yeah.
this is my point.
100%.
D, we're talking about people who like got up in the morning, made a song. It was their song. Their motivation was this song. They didn't hear someone and saw the vision. That's kind of where I differentiate Drake from these people. There's a very fine line between you made this and you
spitting right
found this.
You spin right now.
I look at Drake like I look at what Diddy was to rap in the 90s.
Sheesh.
Diddy was a pioneer in the 90s in the sense of like, you could hear a sound and be like, that's a hit. I think Drake has the same ear. That's a hit, that's a hit, that's a hit. But when people talk about shifting like the musical sound, like I think you have to participate in the creation process to be able to say you did that. That's me personally. But I
I
get
don't
it.
know, man.
I hear that take.
I'll never. There's not much Drake you know, hate for me or not hate, but just like, bro, everyone he's
we're not
collaborated.
hating.
It's
We're
not
not
hate.
hating.
It's lack for better terms, but you know, you guys are some haters up in here.
That's wild.
I'm
That's
Team
wild.
OVO.
funny because
I'm Team OVO, nigga. I don't know what you want me to
That's
say.
wild.
I literally
That's
sat here and
wild,
said Drake
bro.
was the greatest rapper of all time. I got slaughtered for it. Ain't no one defend me.
He was in those comments, bro. He was in those
He was in
comments.
those comments agreeing with these niggas, bro.
He was on his burner.
He's like, oh yeah, I agree. Like, nigga, what? I was like, what the fuck?
All of these guys' biggest songs to this day, most streamed,
It's
Lil
because
Baby,
of Drake. We're gonna
etc.
argue. Yes, we
is
can argue
'cause of
that.
We're
Yes.
Drake.
Yeah,
Yes.
Drake put on Kendrick.
Without Drake, where is the industry right now?
I agree.
Remove Drake from the industry.
Drake is our
With
Diddy.
all his controversy, with all his beefs, with everything he's done, remove him.
No Diddy.
The industry is bland as fuck.
Isn't there an argument that
Bland
he's
as hell.
that he
Don't-
was an industry
Don't
plant?
do party. Oh no, because he discovered party. Don't do Kanye like that.
Remove
X.
Drake. You're gonna have to remove The Weeknd. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna remove a lot of people. You might have to remove the Migos. You're gonna remove a lot of people. Their biggest moments, that cosign that Drake gives you, is like that shit in the culture.
Oh my God.
Like you have to acknowledge that. My introduction to Baby Keem was Drake. Drake posted him on his story. Oh, he's at Baby Keem's concert. I'm like,
Wait, so
oh,
you-
I gotta hear. I gotta
That
check this
Drake
guy out.
stimulus
Wait, so you think-
package?
wait, hold on,
Like the
Jesus
Drake
Christ.
cosign is like underrated.
But that's not
So
for
wait,
everyone though,
that's
because
what
there's
I
some
mean,
artists
yeah.
that he's co-signing. Where the fuck are they?
But I think a lot of them take fault because you niggas don't got the fire. You ain't dropping the fire. And unless it's personal shit. Obviously, McConan got smacked up or whatever. That's some personal shit. You know what I'm saying? He went through shit. He got touched, right? God bless. That's wild. Not sexually, but you know what I'm saying? Like he got touched up. Detail. Was it Detail, the producer that the Baca allegedly or Chubbs and them jumped?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
Some
like
people just fumble too, bro. Because look at the Fetty Wap situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fetty Wap was horrible with business. And I look at Fetty Wap, free Fetty Wap. So he's in jail.
Let me ask you a
He was
question.
selling
Vic.
that Fetty Wap.
Honestly, no Drake, because my argument is these sounds will still exist. They just won't be as they won't be as popular as Drake allowed them to be. You think without Drake these sounds just die? Because I think
don't think
Migos
so.
still exists in Atlanta. I think the South still. I think Migos still have success.
I
in
think
the
they
South.
exist, but not to the level that we see it
Yeah.
as right now.
And I can agree with that.
I'm telling you that right
Yeah,
now.
but you
It's because
see,
of
look,
Drake that
Drake
yeah,
makes shit that's regional, national.
We
And
get
then
it.
from
We
national, it
but
goes
then-
international.
But
P.
then,
Diddy.
but then they call him a fucking culture
Not
vulture.
sexually.
not sexually,
But then they call
music-wise.
him a culture vulture.
Yeah, but that's
So, like,
ignorant niggas.
Yeah, that's ignorant niggas.
Yeah, I get that, but like,
I've never called him that. And let's say you call him that. Maybe if you look at the definition, maybe it's a good way that you could look at it.
I'm not
Every
saying
word has
that.
a good interpretation.
yeah, right.
Weird.
Okay.
If you look up weird by definition, it's not really a negative word.
It's just different.
It's just not. It's different.
It's
And niggas go, oh, he's weird. Oh, yeah, I'm weird, nigga. What the fuck? It's okay to be
different.
weird. You know what I'm saying? Embrace being weird. So like it just depends how you're interpreting things. But he maybe is a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? In reality, we have to acknowledge it. Like the guys like that Big Me. Reality right now in the past decade is really Drake. We're talking about Big Me. It is not Kendrick Lamar. We have to be honest.
But let me ask you a question.
We're
for-
talking about lyrics, okay, Kendrick Lamar. But overall, bro, we have to stop it, Noel.
Okay.
You know that is Drake.
Let me just say this.
He's calling him out.
Popularity, yes, but when creating the music, because this is what I hate. They always say, "Oh, we needed Drake. Drake needed them."
Oh,
Yo, there is no Take Care without Weeknd. He wrote it. He wrote it. Like he wrote it.
Stop
he
doing
wrote
that.
it. He wrote
nigga,
it.
he wrote 3 songs.
He wrote like 5, 6 of them.
No,
the biggest ones.
The Weeknd wrote 3 songs on Take Care, and they want to give the
I'ma
whole
look
album
this
to
shit
Drake.
up. I'ma look this
Look
shit
it
up.
up.
I'ma look this shit
That's
up.
cap.
I'ma
Yo,
look this shit
who
up.
That's
wrote
fabricated.
Views? Who wrote Views? Who helped executive produce Views? If you do not admit it was
Party Next
Division,
Door?
it was Division.
Oh yeah, Division, but that's his artist. That's what
But
they're
this is my
supposed to do.
point. Yo, we have to also admit that.
Them niggas got bags for that. You think them niggas did that shit for free?
But my point
That's
is,
sweatshops admit.
this is why I hate music, because no one wants to admit that music is a collaborative process.
The
They want
Weeknd-
to solely give credit to Drake.
The Weeknd had 5 contributions on Take Care.
How many songs on the album?
There's like
18.
25.
18, and
With the deluxe, it's like 25.
all right,
And Deluxe was
which
20.
one of the 5 were they, Marlon? Which 5 of them
bro,
were
it's,
they?
it's Crew Love.
Fuck the 5. The whole album is classic.
Shot for Me, Crew Love, Cameras, Good Ones, Go Interlude, Practice, and The Ride.
Nigga, those are some classic songs, bro.
It's not Marvin's Room, nigga.
Oh my God! Vic, you have to admit.
It's not Marvin's
You
Room.
have to admit.
They gon' love me for my ambition.